Superhero hype week. What is more hype than being right? Nothing.
You told me I couldn't do funny intros, and then you do that?
I said you can't troll around in the intro because we got to get down to the point and not waste a bunch of time. Throwing out things like the official Etsy shop with all of our official merch on it, link in bio. Throwing out things like the secondary channel, link in bio. Description. Sorry, I've been collabing with Logan
Every single
Paul.
time we record one of these videos, I try to do something funny in the beginning, and he's like, stop clowning around, Joe.
Yeah, well, that's my job.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I was right.
About?
And I'm gonna be smug about it, and I don't care who I piss off about it, because it's funny. Gotham Knights has been delayed. Now, this is no hate on the developers. You know what? In fact, I've always said, please, for the love of God, delay your game if you need to delay it to make it good. I don't care if you need to delay it 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a crap. Guess what? I have hundreds of video games. I have not played probably 90% of them I own because I'm an OCD freak who buys stuff, thinks he has more time than he does. Like, I think in my head I have 80 hours a day. Don't at all. Never get to it. I have a backlog. Delay this thing till 2025. I'll still be psyched to play it then. Don't care. Good on you, devs, for making that decision. They said Gotham Knights will now launch worldwide in 2022. We are giving the game more time to deliver the best possible experience for players. Thank you to our amazing fans for your tremendous support of Gotham Knights. We look forward to showcasing more of the game in the coming months. So again, no hate on them. Good choice. But people really got mad at me when I said, hey, this game might not be coming out in 2021. Or it might come out very, very late in it, if at all.
I don't get why they got mad at you, because you were just saying, hey, this game's probably not going to be done in 2021. If you want a good game, then it's probably going to be delayed. Like, what's so bad about that?
Well, it's funny because people were like, not everybody. This is a small minority of people. By the way, some of them I sought out and clowned on again, like in old replies, because I'm just a petty dick.
Mm-hmm.
But some of these people, Slickmoff said it first, I think even before me. He made a whole video about Gotham Knights getting delayed, like it's probably going to happen or it might happen, we don't know. People, took a dump on him for it. And this is not directed at the Gotham Knights subreddit either. I actually was on there the other day. Some people said some very nice things about me, as well as Kobe, so thank you. I actually appreciate that. That was very kind, made me smile. But
his name is Colby?
No, it's Kobe.
Nope.
It's not Colby cheese. No, so all I'm saying here in the end is that I was right. And now here's why I said this originally. The reason I had brought up before that I didn't know when we would actually be getting Gotham Knights was because there was no information on it at all. We saw that one gameplay reveal, and we never heard anything again except some fan art.
Yep.
Do you really expect something to launch within a few months when you get nothing out of it for months?
Nope.
No, that's common sense.
Yeah, that's common sense.
That's not how marketing works.
Yep.
You don't just leave things sitting for 6 months and say, well, it'll sell.
Mm-hmm.
You know who does that? Losers who can't sell their product. WB's not that. They're not losers. They know how to sell things.
Yep.
So, I don't know. I mainly to me, this was a vindication that I was right and the people dicking around on me are idiots and morons.
Oh, I'm Degenerate Jay and I'm always right.
I'm not always
right.
I'm
always right, and anyone who says I'm wrong gets the boot.
I'm not always right. I'm certainly wrong a fair amount of time. Like when I said that this would possibly be Arkham Insurgency and then Arkham Legacy way back. So I can be wrong, but I'm just saying.
Degenerate Jay was wrong. Everybody make fun of him.
I do think it's funny. Jill, what do you think about this whole thing? First off, how right do you think I am? I want to hear about that quite a bit. But secondly, you can talk a little bit about the game.
I think you are the rightest in all the ways. So right that even the Republicans shudder in rightness.
Are you saying that I am very right? More right than possibly you can go right. There's far right, and then there's alt-right, and then there's very right, and I was very right indeed.
Yes, indeed, Mr. President.
Do you care that this is delayed?
No. I'm really excited for this game. I really want to play as Batgirl, but I don't want another crappy game that I was really excited for and then I'm going to be disappointed by. Like, you either finish it and put it out and make it a good game, or don't put it out at all. Because I don't want crap, And I think other people should have higher standards in this industry for these games. Because if you continue having low standards for games like this, or like when the Avengers game came out, it's not the worst game in the world, but it's got a lot of problems. And if we keep having low standards like that, then that's all we're going to ever get. and I want better.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that if you don't, it's hard because, like, you can't sit here as, I can't sit here as, like, an armchair game developer and say, well, I would do X, Y, and Z. I mean, I can, but I can't code. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I'm an idea person, and I'm not a coder. You know, I don't know how to do that stuff, like the programming and everything. So there's ideas that I have for games and for these concepts and stuff that I think are very good, that apparently a lot of people think are good, otherwise they wouldn't follow us, unless it's all a big in-joke, you know, to laugh at us.
The thing is, it's these people's jobs to know how to code and such, so I think you should probably try to do, like, the basics of the game right when you release it the first time.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's bare minimum at this point in 2021 for game standards. And if they need to delay it to do that, then let them have their time. Don't be mad at them for it.
Well, and I'm certainly not saying that we can't criticize games, you know? Like, mm-hmm. I think reviewing games, criticizing them, holding them to a standard is good, just like you said. All I'm saying, too, is, like, you know, as some people have fairly pointed out, when you're a critic or critical of something, you know, hindsight is 20/20. You know, I can look at Age of Ultron and say, hey, I would have changed this, I would have changed the ending, I would have brought back this villain and done this, and this would have made this other story stronger. Mm-hmm. That hindsight is 20/20 from me as someone who's had the benefit of watching that movie and, like, 10 after it, right? But in the moment when they're making it, they don't have that hindsight at all. They're just, it's their job to think ahead, mm-hmm. but they're working on what's in front of them. Mm-hmm. So I guess all I'm saying is I'm not sitting here like I know everything about game development or anything.
I thought you were always right.
Well, no. Yes, I am always right, but I'm saying I'm always right, but I don't talk about things I don't know so that I can always be right. Basically, I'm like the guy who goes to golf and I'm about to swing and I pull my back out every time. So I'm like, oh, I can't. Well, looks like I have a par of 0. I guess I'm the best person here. Lowest score wins.
That's a big brain move.
That's what I always do.
Your brain is just so big.
Absolutely big brain moment.
We might as well call you Degenerate Megamind.
It's very true. Many people think my head looks like a peanut.
Yeah, actually,
unless they were mispronouncing it for something else.
You look a lot like Mr. Peanut, actually.
Yeah. So, I don't know. In conclusion, I'm glad this game is delayed if that's going to make it better. Seriously. I'm not mad at the devs. I think it's funny that people were really clowning on me and some other YouTubers about this because this is just marketing 101. Generally, unless you're a massive, massive company, like, it's going to sell no matter what. Like, for example, Fallout, right? Despite the problems it had, where Bethesda was like, hey, guess what? This is coming out, like, in a month or two. Mm-hmm. Wow, okay. That works. This is a very established franchise. You know, it's going to sell no matter what. Gotham Knights, yes, it's Batman, but it's a totally new thing. This isn't Arkham. This isn't in the same world. This is something totally different. It doesn't have those legs to stand on other than just being Batman, and there has been a lot of bad Batman stuff,
and you know too. What? Even in this game, Barbara finally has legs to stand on.
You're absolutely right. I feel like we've offended a lot of people, though, on that one. And I gotta say, I disavow that joke completely, okay? I'm gonna say I disavow that joke 100%.
That was really good.
It was very good, but I can't laugh at it for fear of my community being mad at me.
I don't care if they're mad at me. That was hilarious.
There will be a subreddit. So I don't know. Let us know what you think in the comments down below. Are you excited for this game still? Do you care that it's delayed? Did you expect it to be delayed because it's marketing 101, obvious, you know, very clear cut that if you don't advertise something at all, you're probably not releasing it in the near future and anyone should be able to figure that out?
Yep.
Or are you just blown out of the water surprised? Let me know.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, all that really matters here is I was right. And I will take the low paychecks of this job. I will take all of the criticism to bask in this moment.
Of being right.
It's all I have.
It's like the gods are shining down on you like, ah.
It's all I have in this world. Let me have it for a few more moments. Thanks, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe for more content. I appreciate every one of you as we continue on the road to 75,000 subscribers.
Leave a dislike if you hate Degenerate Megamind.
Yeah, that's true. Absolutely. I need the engagement either way. Please give it to me. I don't care if it's dislikes.
Anyway, this is Nate with a throat problem. Goodbye.
So, goodbye. Have a good night. Stay shway.